Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moments. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star episode number 294 based on novel. So let's start. The ancient clock shook as it got hit, diffusing 90% of the force, creating ripples of shock waves within. Within, however, Fu Shui, Mountain Howl and Ji Hong were all Emperor limits, and they had burned their undying energy. In terms of quantified strength alone, they were one whole level above Tian Chen. Even without the ancient clock's defense, they would at most get heavily injured from the separation tower, and the chances of falling were very low. With the ancient clock protection now, they were easily able to defend themselves. We actually had to use the ancient clock. Let's give it to that punk good. Anyone who mess with the master must die. Ji Hong's smile was malevolent. He began to trigger the clock. The ancient clock had a battle technique within, Demon Note Fire Clock. Its defense was just its subsidiary ability, but its main usage was still its Demon Note attack. The only thing was that it had harsh requirements on the fire and space laws. Back then Purple Clock only managed to finish the first level. However, Ji Hong was picked especially by Luo Feng, as he was most suitable for it, plus his law comprehension and control was far above Purple Clock. He had already made progress in the second level. He could unleash the Demon Note attack. Ji Hong poured his undying energy into the ancient clock and controlled the entire clock. It was almost like a formless heavy hammer smashing onto the clock. A powerful clang resounded, making a visible Demon Note ripple that instantly rushed at Tian Chen, who was hiding within the separation tower. This attack was extremely fast, as it had already reached the limit of the universe of light speed. Within the separation tower. Due to controlling the separation tower earlier, Tian Chen only had 82% of his undying energy remaining. At this point, his expression changed. The ancient clock rang as the attack pierced through the tower, and its sound diminishing ever so slightly. However, it still passed right through Tian Chen's body. Hua! That demon note pierced his body almost like boiling water being poured into snow. With a splash, Tian Chen's undying body with only 82% remaining suffered huge losses, leaving only 33% intact. Even though the separation tower was a super weapon, and hiding within was extremely safe, its defensive abilities could only be compared to a normal true treasure. If Ji Hong hadn't held back earlier, it would have completely destroyed Tian Chen. How can this be? His expression changed greatly. Kai Mang, you three quickly come protect me, we have to flee. He was panicking. He'd rather sacrifice his slaves now to let himself get away. Within Ji Hong's world ring. Master, Tian Chen is heavily injured. He probably only has about 30 to 50% of his undying body left. Tian Chen communicated via his soul link and reported to Luo Feng. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. Honed Heart, Sorrow Demon, Chu Kan, you three go out immediately. Use your full strength together and control Tian Chen. Luo Feng ordered. Yes, Master. 3 Emperor Pinnacle Soul Masters bowed respectfully before vanishing from the world. Within the ancient clock. Initially, there were only Fu Shui, Ji Hong and Mountain Howl. But now, 3 more appeared. Tian Chen had initially wanted to use his slaves to protect him and flee. However, with the flash, ancient clock melded with Ji Hong's body, revealing the 3 new warriors. Tian Chen's eyes were filled with fear and shock. The 3 were made of the Diamond Man Honed Heart, the beautiful Sorrow Demon and the black-robed stone-like Chu Kan. Rumble. 3 powerful energies surged as they burned their undying bodies. 3 more powerful warriors, Honed Heart, and this scene shocked Tian Chen. Simultaneously, 3 powerful god energies pierced into his body. 3 soul masters. He was completely shocked by the attack. He had fallen into despair. He never expected the enemy to be that terrifying. With 3 Emperor limits, and 2 of them with true treasures. And now, there were 3 more Emperor Pinnacle Soul Masters. These were Soul Masters, who were extremely rare. How did these 3 appear together? If he was perfectly fine, Tian Chen still had confidence in getting away. Now, however, with only 33% of his undying energy left, he was incredibly weak. He had no confidence at all. He could only make one decision in despair. I've been attacked by a group of other race warriors. The team has a few Emperor limits, 2 of them have true treasures. This is the location. He had connected to the virtual universe and swiftly sent the mail out madly. Any human camp warrior within the surrounding 10 billion kilometer region, along with the many numbers that he had, would all receive the urgent message. At this time, He could only hope that other warriors would rush over. If he had to rely on his strength alone, it would be over. Where did they come from, with 2 true treasures and 3 soul masters? Just where did they come from? When did I ever make such an enemy? He was panicking. Many guesses were flying through his mind, of which Blade River's name did pop up. The only thing was that he had offended too many, not just Luo Feng. Honed Heart and the others rushed forward and his consciousness was completely suppressed, unable to maintain his connection to the virtual universe. Maintain, I must persevere until the other get here. He howled within. Even though he was being suppressed, he struggled madly. Since his consciousness was being pressured and he was unable to even control his god body or connect to the virtual universe, much less self-destruct, he was like a vegetable. Only his consciousness remained. His whole body was pressed down. Separation Tower. Fu Shui controlled a thread to throw Tian Chen's body to the side, keeping the separation tower. The other threads from his ice net madly wrapped about the unlucky Tian Chen's 3 slaves. These 3 were completely subdued by Mountain Howl and Ji Hong. Within the world ring, Luo Feng, who was worried about revealing his identity, received a few mails from several friends, including Yong Yang. They were all forwarded with the information Tian Chen had sent out. What? They are all forwarded. Luo Feng read the mail in the virtual universe. His expression changed. Suddenly he received a call request. It was Yong Yang. Receive. He gently tapped the air and a screen appeared. She was standing in it. Blade River. She smiled. You just got Tian Chen's location from me. I haven't even finished my tea and yet I've received his crazy mails. Countless warriors in the human camp know about this as well. Don't tell me that you are behind this. Luo Feng looked at her. Be careful. Tian Chen is well renowned, and there are many that trust him. Hence, he has plenty of friends. And the 2 true treasures will definitely attract many others. A large group will probably be rushing over now. She said. Thanks. Luo Feng nodded and didn't say any more. He naturally understood the lore of the true treasures, seeing how the sealed stars caused such a commotion was enough. Back then when Purple Clock used the ancient clock, he was careful not to be discovered too. The 2 true treasures would definitely draw a huge group over. The only thing he was relaxed about was that Tian Chen's mail mentioned the several emperor limits. Emperor limits with true treasures, this was dangerous. Not many would dare to come. I'm just worried about Seven Blade and Black Tea. He frowned. The human camp had 2 beings that were terrifying beings in the outer region wars. One was the Seven Blade, another was Black Tea. Seven Blade was human, while Black Tea was only in the human camp, and was not even a Hong Alliance member. However, for them to rush over would require some time. As long as I'm fast enough and settle this, I will be able to leave swiftly. It would be fine. If I'm slow, then it's be troublesome. His eyes gleamed ferociously. He was already retired now and wasn't under the control of the army system. Even if warriors from the human camp came, anyone that made a move against him, he would kill. All of them. Master, Tian Chen is already unable to resist the soul control. Will you control him or should we do it? Honed Heart communicated to him mentally. Luo Feng smiled. I'll do it personally. Tian Chen had 3 slaves behind him and controlling him would be akin to getting 4 warriors. If he let Honed Heart or any of the others control him, if they fell, wouldn't he lose 5 warriors? It's over. Tian Chen lay on the broken stones, and his consciousness was suppressed. Without any strength to struggle at all, he could only await the soul control. Such helplessness made him fall into despair. A silver-winged silhouette appeared. However, with his consciousness suppressed, whatever he saw didn't connect to his mind. He couldn't even see Luo Feng. Tian Chen. A voice resounded within his mind. It's you, Blade River. His consciousness howled. I guessed that it could be you, it really is. Blade River, I cannot accept this, I can't. However, after which, the howls vanished. He lay there and opened his eyes, looking at Luo Feng's gaze. He felt a sense of worship from within. He swiftly stood up and bowed respectfully. Master. Luo Feng smiled before his expression changed. There were 3 simultaneously ripples in space around him, as 3 teams had already appeared. Let's leave. He ordered immediately. Even though he gave the order immediately, it was still too late. The ripples about had already begun and many warriors around had used space lockdown. This made Luo Feng's expression sink initially as he sighed. These warriors had moved extremely fast after getting the news, teleporting here and instantly using space lockdown. After the three teams appeared, they searched for their target immediately. Other race team? Where's the team that attacked Chen Chen's group? The three teams looked about, sending their undying energy to search. At the same time, they used their scanners. Nothing. We can't find them. We were originally here in Twin Whirlpools, and when we got the news we instantly teleported over here, also using space lockdown immediately. In such a short time, they actually managed to escape? That Chen Chen is a well-renowned warrior. Was he unable to last for that short while? The three teams looked at each other. Since they were all from the human camp, they immediately recognized each other and communicated. Attention all. A snow furry monkey-like being with a sharp nose from the group said, "Your scanners may not have detected anything. But mine has detected another small scanner 22 kilometers away from us." He pointed in the direction. What? There's a mini scanner there? Snowhorn Emperor, you sure? Why haven't we detected anything? Snowhorn's mini scanner is the most expensive of our group, worth several billions of mixed elements. Hence, he's definitely right, there must be another team there hiding. Haha, we'll find out soon enough if they are hiding there. Break. A powerful undying energy swept past the area. How much area could a small scanner cover? An area of 10 kilometers was easily covered by undying energy. As long as there was resistance, without a doubt there would warriors hidden there. Rumble. God energy spread over the area. Rumble. The hidden region suddenly exploded with a stronger undying energy, immediately engulfing the undying energy that swept over it. It overwhelmed the sweeping past the three teams. It's an Emperor Limit warrior. Be careful everybody. Even though the three teams were cautious, they knew that the other team was from another race and that they had true treasures. Yet they still dared to rush over immediately. This was definitely a team that stood at the pinnacle of strength in Twin Whirlpools. After all, every area within here had diameters of a few light years. And teleportation easily covered a couple of light years. A few teleports would easily cover the area. In theory, most teams should get here fast enough, however why were there so few? It was because the other teams were afraid. They wanted to let other warriors get here first before rushing over for the fight, seeing if they could get anything amidst the chaos. The three teams had a total of 16 warriors, for a total of 9 Emperor Limits, 3 Pinnacle Soul Masters and 4 Emperor Pinnacles. It was an extremely powerful team. Rumble, the undying energy that swept past them was easily dispersed. They actually dared to attack warriors of the same race. Are they looking to be killed by our human camp? A cold curse resounded. In the distance the hidden region warped and 3 silhouettes appeared. One was the silver-winged Blade River Emperor, Chen Chen with his long hair, and Jihong Emperor. It's Blade River. It's Chen Chen. The three teams were all shocked, since the victim of this incident was still alive. And the terrifying Blade River had come to Twin Whirlpools? Blade River, it's a misunderstanding, we didn't know it was you. Blade River, Chen Chen, it's all an error, we thought it was the other race team hiding there. Attacking another warrior from the same camp was wrong. Even though no one was injured, the three teams immediately expressed their apologies. Obviously they didn't want to mess with the renowned Blade River Emperor. Luo Feng's expression was ice cold. In truth, he heaved a sigh of relief within. With his prudence, to prevent others from seeing too much by rushing over, when he soul-controlled Chen Chen earlier, he had already activated his mini-scanner to hide them. When the space was on lockdown, preventing them from fleeing, he immediately acted according to his plan B. First keep the other warriors into his world ring, after that appear with Chen Chen and Jihong, acting like they were all from the human camp. After all, Blade River was a human. I gave my all to save my friend Chen Chen and evade the other race team. If I managed to escape from them only to be killed by your attacks, then I'd have nothing to say. Luo Feng gazed at the three teams, they all smiled apologetically. If they accidentally attacked a weak warrior, they wouldn't even bother. But Blade River was simply too renowned, massacring Emperor Limits and Pinnacle Emperor Soul Masters, plus he was human. Within the human camp, the other races were all subservient, and humans were the strongest. Also, the army system was obviously biased towards the humans as well. This made it so that the three teams didn't dare offend Luo Feng. Chen Chen's energy is really weak. Looks like he's lost over half his undying body. It's tragic, the injury must be severe. However, it's known that Tien Chen and Blade River are good friends. When the sealed star fell in Star Tower, they were together too. It was said that Blade River almost fell into the danger region and Tien Chen almost rushed in, however Blade River got lucky and an exit appeared before him. This is true friendship. Over our long lifespans, our relatives all die. Hence, the good friends are more important. There are all sorts of dangers in the universe, and very few true friends are out there. Hence, everyone is important. Tien Chen and Blade River have such a relationship. I bet the moment Blade River got the news, he immediately rushed over and was here first. Tien Chen might have called out to him first, allowing him to get here faster. They are indeed good friends. Only life or death brothers would do so. The three teams communicated secretly. Since Blade River had already forced the other race team away, allowing them to escape, the teams that were on the hunt, all ready to unleash their strongest attacks, relaxed. There was however one exception to the group, Snowhorn Emperor. Disperse your space lockdown. Luo Feng ordered coldly. He was waiting for them to do that so that he could teleport away. There's no rush. A cold voice resounded. It was Snowhorn, whose eyes were gleaming fiercely. He stared at Luo Feng and mocked coldly, Blade River, there are many other camps hunting you down. I didn't expect you to actually show yourself. Looks like your relationship with Tien Chen must be deep, however, you are too stupid to put yourself in danger for him. Danger? Luo Feng looked at him. Snowhorn, disperse the space lockdown. Right, disperse it. The other teammates all told Snowhorn the same thing. Even though Blade River was eyed by many powerful warriors, he wasn't one that Emperor Limits could aim for. What's more, he was from the human camp and killing within the camp was forbidden. There's no rush. Snowhorn said coldly, this Blade River, even though I don't know the reason, since his number is well known by many warriors, I've tried sending an SOS to him via the army system. I specially sent it to him. In theory, even if he shut off his virtual universe connection, the army system would report so. However, its reaction this time was that he has already retired. If he's not in the system, one cannot send an SOS to him. Retired? Retired? Blade River has retired? I've tried too, he's really retired. There's no way to call him from the army system. The system states that he's retired. The three teams were shocked. Even though they knew he had a huge amount of wealth and true treasures on him, they had never thought of this. One was because of power. But the second was the more important reason, that it was forbidden to kill within the same camp. Now that they knew he was retired, their thoughts had shifted. Should they deal with Blade River? Surround and attack him? The atmosphere shifted immediately. It wasn't as friendly as before as they began to plan something against him. Blade River risked his life for me and you wish to attack him? Tien Chen raged, his voice resounding within their minds. Tien Chen, this is none of your business. You should step away. Tien Chen, your current strength cannot affect anything. Even though we won't attack you, you should know your place. The three teams' gaze had changed. At this time, tens of other teams flew over, and they were all unable to teleport close due to the space lockdown, hence they could only appear further away and fly over. Even though they were still flying, their scanners had detected everything. It's Blade River. Blade River is actually still here. Blade River has retired and is not in the army system, is not under their protection anymore. A vast group began to appear about. This scene made Luo Feng frown. He spoke yet, Tien Chen, you take a rest, leave it to me. He kept Tien Chen in his world ring. This action wasn't stopped by the three teams at all, because they didn't wish to accidentally hit Tien Chen during their battle. At this point in time, they still thought that Tien Chen was the same Tien Chen of before. They didn't know that he had already become Luo Feng's sole slave. Interesting. Luo Feng gazed at the teams that were rushing over. The news of the true treasures from the other races have brought this scenario. Who would have thought that the identity of Blade River would bring me so much trouble? Those who were able to rush over immediately were definitely the strongest of the human camp warriors in twin whirlpools. Tens of teams plus the initial three, total of close to 90 warriors were present. Amongst which, there were over 30 pinnacle soul masters at Emperor Limits. Blade River is retired? I heard his body is about Emperor Pinnacle's strength, yet he's able to kill so many powerful warriors. He must have some true treasures. Right, back then he forced Blood Beast away, killed Purple Clock and forced Heavy Arrow into a coma and then turned him into a slave. He relied on the strongest flame god crystal. However, he wasn't even harmed by it. I don't believe that he has some powerful defensive treasures. And recently he massacred so many. It seems like his strength must have grown further, and also he must have some new treasures. Attention all, the other race team has already been forced away by Blade River. Chen Chen has been saved by Blade River already. That other race team was said to have several Emperor limits and 2 true treasures, yet they were forced away by Blade River. This Blade River is too strong, he must have more than 1 true treasure. Close to 90 warriors of the human camp floated about, all staring at the silver-armored and winged youth. Luo Feng gazed around. Even though they were all from the human camp, there was only 1 true human amongst them, the rest were from other races. Mang Emperor, you wouldn't think of making a move on me too, would you? Luo Feng looked straight at the human. As Blade River, he had gotten to know many emperors within the Hong Alliance, and this was one he was an acquaintance with. Of course not, I only came here because Chen Chen was in trouble. I came to deal with the other race team, why would I attack someone of the same race? He stood among the many warriors and looked around, his voice booming like thunder, spreading far and wide. Blade River is a human warrior, even though he's retired, he is still human. About 1/3 of you here are from the Hong Alliance, are you all going to attack a human warrior? No. We won't interfere in this, we came here for the other race team. We won't interfere. Many Hong Alliance members immediately said. Since they were from the Hong Alliance, they couldn't escape the rules of the Alliance. Humans were the core of the entire Alliance. The warrior Blade River definitely had some background. If he were to be killed by one of them, his friends, teachers etc. would all come take revenge for him, it would be too easy to find them all. Looks like they haven't gone mad. Luo Feng thought. While these warriors may be greedy within, with so many spectators about, there were many more problems to think about. HMPH, the Hong Alliance may not interfere, but I'm not a member. Snowhorn said coldly. They can stand by and watch. Since he's retired, he's not protected by the army system. Hence, he has no relation to us. The many other warriors stared hard at Luo Feng. The vast number of other races in the universe used humanity to enter the outer region wars. The Hong Alliance was but a small portion of the human camp, but many others weren't part of it. While they may have some relation with humanity now, once they retired, they would return to their homes and have no connections to humanity. Hence, they didn't care about all this. Luo Feng kept Ji Hong in his world ring and stared coldly at everything. He had kept him outside initially with the plans of forcefully breaking through, now however with so many emperors around, it was impossible to do so. It was better to be alone. More are coming. Snowhorn gazed. Attention all, if we keep standing around, more would come to take the treasure. Attack! Kill! Tens of warriors all moved simultaneously. Since they were all from the same camp, they were not worried about being attacked by others after getting the treasure. Hence more than half of the group attacked. Very good. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. He flapped his silver wings and unleashed strike travel. His beast god presence was incredibly high now, and his movement was even faster than before. The tens of warriors could only watch as the silver light arced around them and easily dodged all the attacks. Rumble. With so many attacks, the surrounding space was torn apart as the fragments flew madly about. This affected the other warriors greatly. However, with the fragments, it allowed Luo Feng to be like a fish in water, unaffected at all as his speed left them all stunned. The Hong Alliance members including Mang Emperor, along with few that didn't participate all watched on shocked. Blade River's instantaneous speed is absurd. With so many space fragments, he can actually change directions thousands to tens of thousands of times. His speed is incredible. Tens of warriors attacking him and none even got close. Too strong. With such terrifying speed, this Blade River can go anywhere in the vast universe. The spectating warriors all realized how terrifying he was. With such instantaneous speed, his survival ability was crazy. If not for the space lockdown, he could teleport away immediately. With it there, he could still move that fast, and under the gazes of countless warriors, he would still be able to get away. In all, his survival ability was heavenly, unless one had a true treasure like the ice net or something, or special spirit weapon attacks, or soul illusions to affect him. They had to find a way to control his speed to deal with him, otherwise it was almost impossible. You want to affect me with these little soul attacks? Luo Feng was like a god howling, his voice booming in all the attackers' minds. I can get away easily enough. However, Snowhorn, you are detestable. A silver light flashed and he was already beside Snowhorn. How can he be that fast? We have so many warriors and yet we cannot hold him down. Snowhorn's eyes were blinded by a light as he found himself staring straight at Luofeng's cold eyes behind the silver helmet. He instantly understood, he wants to kill me. The 6 purple-lit black balls appeared from Luofeng's left hand. They were all sealed stars coated in the Famo poison and imprinted with the beast god Descend's sky-tearing claw. With a trigger of his powerful consciousness, a blurry projection of the beast god appeared. Howl! The right claw had the 6 sealed stars within, tearing downwards. Break! Snowhorn had a huge turtle-shell beast image appear behind him, and 2 blades appeared in his arms which became a huge scissor-like weapon. The huge right claw clashed with the scissors. The surrounding space fragments were instantly hit by the shockwaves and reduced to stream particles. The 6 sealed stars within the right claw were incredibly intrepid. Every little black ball far exceeded the power of a star. Kacha, Kacha, the scissors crumbled as the claw slashed through Snowhorn who had no way to escape. Rumble, his god body instantly crumbled. In terms of strength, he was indeed an emperor limit. Luofeng's current consciousness and spirit energy with the general soul's help along with the powerful beast god presence was only at the pinnacle emperor level. A pinnacle emperor with the help of true treasures could normally match an emperor limit, and even kill an emperor limit like Purple Clock Emperor. Luofeng relied on the star map, and he completely suppressed this emperor limit. 6 purple-lit black balls pierced through the gathering fragments of Snowhorn. Every black ball was able to destroy about 5% of his god body, with 6 of them, that was about 30%. Trying to kill me without burning your undying energy, you must be dream, no. His body was just reforming as his eyes were suddenly filled with shock. He felt a special corrosive attack on his god body as it reformed, instantly destroying 35% of his god body. The 6 balls turned in the distance and once again became a howling beast god, its right claw descending once again. Die? Luofeng looked on coldly. Blade River Emperor. A cold voice suddenly rushed into Luofeng's mind. A powerful attack flew over from far. A over 300 m tall black lightning hammer tore through the air. Its speed was terrifying, as the broken space fragments were simply knocked aside. The fragments were all reduced to stream particles as the black hammer caused Luofeng's expression to change. Even with the Showu wings I won't be able to dodge this. Go? He waved his left hand. 8 black balls swiftly flew over, and they were all infused with the laws within, forming a huge beast god projection in mid-air. Compared to the sky-tearing claw beast that got formed before, this one was obviously much more condensed and real. The 8 balls formed a beast god with a long tail which was a few hundred meters long. It swung like a whip forwards. Howl! The beast god howled as its tail whipped at the lightning hammer. Beast god armament second form, whip. The beast god armament had a total of 6 forms. The first was beast god descends, while the second was whip. This was the strongest move he could use after comprehending the Nanshan 7 forms second volume. A blurry whip silhouette and a majestic black lightning hammer, they clashed directly. The 8 sealed stars clashed hard with the hammer. Rumble. The tail whip instantly crumbled from the force. The 8 sealed stars were knocked away too, after which they flew back to Luofeng's hands and landed in his left palm. This made him frown. The thunder hammer was knocked far away too. It shrank until it was only about 30+ meters, landing in the 20 m tall black armored giant with 3 horns on his forehead. He stared at Luofeng too. Blade River. A voice boomed. Silver-winged Luofeng immediately stood straight up and gazed into the distance, Black Tea Emperor. His voice resounding about. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.